स्वागत है पीटीसी न्यूज़ के सारे दर्शकों का साडे इस खास शो दे विच। अज असी अपने इस शो दे विच जिक्र कर रहे हैं उस सोलर समिट का जिहड़ी पंजाब सरकार वालों कराई गई है और इसका मकसद की सी, की इस दे विच डिसीजनस लए गए ने, की इस दे विच ऐलान होए ने और किस तरीके नाल पंजाब सोलर ऊर्जा के खेत्र में अगाह वधू कदम वधा रहे हैं। पंजाब सरकार वालों चंडीगढ़ दे विच सोलर समिट करवाई गई है और इस समिट दे विच उन्हां सारे निवेशकों को बुलाया गया जिन्हां ने इस दे विच अपना योगदान पाया है ते 2007 दे विच 1 मैगावाट तो शुरू होया नव्योनयोग ऊर्जा का यह सफ़र अज 224 मैगावाट ते खड़ा है ते अगे भी अगाह वधू कदम चुकन की तैयारी दे विच है।
सोलर सक्सेस स्टोरी ऑफ पंजाब ਇਹ ਮੁੱਖ ਤੁਰਾ ਸੀ ਵੀਰਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਈ ਗੋ ਸੋਲਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਮਿਟ ਦਾ। ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਵਿਖੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਸਮਿਟ ਸੂਬੇ ਦੀ ਅਰਥ ਵਿਵਸਥਾ ਲਈ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੁਲਾਰਾ ਸਾਬਿਤ ਹੋਇਆ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਗੈਰ ਰਿਵਾਇਤੀ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਵੋਤਮ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਸਥਾਨ ਵਜੋਂ ਉੱਭਰ ਕੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਇਆ। सम्मेलन विच पंजाब के गैर रिवायती ऊर्जा के खेत्र विच वाधे दीआं मौजूद असीम संभावनावां बारे जानकारी दी गई।
First of all, I would like to congratulate Punjab for this excellent performance. We now in the country are giving example of Punjab in every state, because this is a state where land is very expensive. This is a state where solar radiation is not amongst the best in the country. It is good, because the entire country has good solar radiation, much better than any parts of Europe. But then this is not amongst the best in the country. Still Punjab has come forward in such a big way. And Punjab has come forward not only in agricultural sector, not only in pumping, that was obvious with Punjab, but also in rooftops, also in ground mounted, and the entire sector. And Punjab has done it on its own. There are some states who are doing well, but they are doing only with Government of India's help or with Government of India's, we have to keep motivating them, we have to keep asking them to go forward, but Punjab is moving on its own.
अक्तूबर 2012 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੇ ਸੌਰ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦਮ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਉਹ ਮੁਕਾਮ ਹਾਸਲ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਮ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜੋ 9 ਮੈਗਾਵਾਟ ਦਾ ਉਤਪਾਦਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ 540 ਮੈਗਾਵਾਟ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹੈ।
सम्मेलन की खास गल ये रही कि जिन्ने भी निवेशक इस सम्मेलन दे विच आए उन्होंने पंजाब सरकार दे इस कदम की ना सिर्फ शलाघा की बल्कि आने वाले दिनों के विच भी खास करके नव्योनयोग ऊर्जा के खेत्र में वड्डा निवेश करन दा दम भरिया वादा किया और सरकार दे नाल हर तरीके का सहयोग करन दी गल कही।
सोलर के खेत्र दे विच पंजाब विच निवेश करन वाले उद्योगपतियों का कहना सी कि पंजाब विच निवेश करना ते प्रोजेक्ट ते काम करन दा उन्हां दा एक्सपीरियंस यूनिक रहा क्योंकि हर स्टेज ते उन्हां नूं सरकार दी मदद मिली।
Punjab is one of the developers, as was just mentioned. We have two plants, 20 megawatts each. One plant has been commissioned in record time. The other one is hopefully also under implementation ahead of schedule. As a group, our team really adopted a new approach given the issues in dealing with Punjab, that land is very fertile, people don't want to part with it, and it was a real challenge in trying to get appropriate land tracts to be able to roll out our plan. Our team was very creative, and they entered into a leasehold agreement with the farmers. So we actually have generated a equation where we find that the farmers get rental, they get an automatic 5% increase every year for the land that they are passing on. So non-fertile land has been diverted to a useful purpose. The farmer is not selling his land, he retains a title over it for his progeny as he would like. Our experience in working with Punjab has been unique. I think it was a pleasant surprise to our entire team that under the directions of the Deputy CM, everybody has been transparent, open, helpful, wanting to take the steps forward to really make sure that implementation was done easily. No bottlenecks at all were tolerated. Everybody was available on the phone at any point in time from the minister downwards. It is something unique which frankly as a group we have not experienced in any other state. So Sukhbir ji, Congratulations for setting up this type of environment where everybody, people like us, are really able to proceed.
We have a total of around 175 megawatt of portfolio in the country, and we are present in states such as Rajasthan, Telangana, and Punjab. And I would like to really mention from the core of my heart that the sort of experience we have got in the state of Punjab has been completely unique and exemplary. For developers like us, the most important thing is we want to do investment and make sure that our investments are done in a seamless manner, which really encourages us to do more investments. And Punjab really has done an exceptional job in doing that. To the sort of facilitation we have got right from the Minister for New and Renewable Energy, Mr. Majithia, the Power Secretary, Mr. Tiwari, the PEDA officials, the PSPCL people, everybody has been really very, very, good. Land definitely is one of the challenges in Punjab, but once land is closed, I can tell you that the entire process becomes extremely simple. Any issue, any challenge you face at any time, if brought to the notice of the officials, we have got a really good support.
World's largest solar plant on a 22 acre rooftop with asbestos sheets, and it wasn't easy. We were not sure to start with that the roof will take the load. We're not sure whether the sheets will take the load. We had to design aluminium walkways so that people who are erecting and then maintaining the system would have a safe way to walk and access to the panels and to the electric wirings. And all that from conception to commissioning was done in 8.5 months. And the major portion of thanks goes to the Punjab government, PEDA and PSPCL. They were very supportive. Not only did we have to put up the plant on the rooftop, probably the biggest, we also had to set up our own substation, 132 kV substation, and put up 14 132 kV transmission towers to take it to the nearest point where the distribution company could offload our generation.
The Punjab solar policy and the single window system of Punjab government makes the road very easy, and the path is very clear. So we could able to get support from the financial institutions also, because of the clearances being in place at a minimum point of time. We take this opportunity to thank State Bank of India and Lakshmi Vilas Bank, who has supported us for this project. And in terms of the policy of the Punjab is concerned, it's very, very good. So as our earlier colleagues also mentioned, so let it be a stamp duty exemption or let it be a single window system. So those systems are working in a very commendable manner and very too much of transparency in the system, which makes the things clear and easy for us to implement the project in a record time.
Just now sir told me that for irrigation pump sets, suppose the utility or the state government takes a loan, whether we will be willing to fund, we will be very happy to do this. I have done my calculations earlier also, sir, on this. Since I was in PFC, I had been doing it, so we will be very happy to do it. And our support for all these, for Punjab projects would be there. We were the first to clear the leasing model because we were taking full mortgage, and we had only, because this was leased and the lease remains with the farmers, so that was a good concept. We did it first time, and I am sure we will not disappoint the developers in future.
The way the Punjab government treats the investors, that is visible from that day onwards till date. And this is the only state where, when we got the LOIs for the first set of projects that was awarded, we were called in the same building, in this same hotel, and we were all given away the LOIs in a public function. So that was the first step of honoring the investors coming to the Punjab in the solar sector. And subsequently, in almost every occasion, Honorable Minister himself reviewed the projects, and he was taking part and parcel of each and every step the projects, how it is going. And today, probably this is again another milestone that we are all being honored by the state government, and probably this is the only state where we are seeing that the investors are being honored.
ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਸੰਮੇਲਨ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਸ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਸ਼ ਜਾਰੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਇੱਕ ਛੋਟੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ। ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਬਿਕਰਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਜੀਠੀਆ ਨੇ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵਿਭਾਗ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਇਸ ਵਿਭਾਗ ਦੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਅਹਿਮੀਅਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਧੱਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵਿਭਾਗ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਪਰ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਵਿਭਾਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਹੋਇਆ ਜਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਅਚੀਵਮੈਂਟਸ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਸੰਤੁਸ਼ਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਸੋਚ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਪਲਾਂਘਾਂ ਤੇ ਲਿਜਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ।
रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी मंत्री विक्रम मजीठिया ने कहा कि आज जो सफलता पंजाब नूं मिली है उस पिछे किसानां ते प्रशासनिक अधिकारियां दा तगड़ा रोल है।
I feel that it's the second revolution coming now, and that's why at PEDA we call it the green power revolution, the solar green power revolution, because without the help of the developers, without the help of the farmers, this was never going to succeed. And everybody's come together to make this a big success. I also want to mention here that all this wouldn't have succeeded without the effort put in by the team at Renewable Energy. I remember we had to get rid of these antiquated laws and conditions that's prevailed. We had to put the investor-friendly policies in place. There was no policy whatsoever for solar. We had to have a friendly policy, so we went out and studied each and every policy that existed in all the states, and we wanted to better them. And we did better them, and I guess that's why we have a large number of you present here participating in this program.
सोलर प्रोजेक्ट दे विच NRI दे निवेश नूं उन्हां खास तौर ते सराहिया।
People have come out and invested their money right on the border, which I think no successive governments have achieved, but your government has achieved that. NRIs have come back and invested. It was always a question whenever you had an NRI Sammelan, what have the NRIs done? And I'm happy to share with you that the non-resident Indians of Punjab have actually come and invested 655 crores in projects in Punjab on their land, and they are successfully operating today. And they're also very happy. We've got a list of around 6,000 acres and around, I guess, 3,000 or 4,000 farmers. Our Bharatiya Kisan Union leader sitting here, he would be happy to know that everybody has benefited from this game change. Like I said, the green revolution was brought about where farmers played a very active role. Even the green power solar revolution's going to come around in Punjab with the active support and help of the farmers. And farmers are very happy. And I guess all the agriculturists should be very happy, because it's always been talked about how the nutritious value of the soil is going down and we need to give our land certain amount of rest. And today there's an option, because there are two kinds of farmers in Punjab. One who tills his own land, the other one who gives his land on lease. And people are happier giving their land on lease to the solar developers, because they feel personally that their income is assured. They are dealing with a player who's giving them checks, and they're dealing with a player who's giving them actually a better theka, you may call it, or a lease than what they're getting in the market. So the lease actually between a developer, and 50% of the projects that we have executed in Punjab, 50% on people have bought land and 50% have been on land taken on lease. And the theka that each farmer has got is 45 to 50,000.
ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਵਿੱਚ 254 ਮੈਗਾਵਾਟ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਦਾ ਉਤਪਾਦਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 500 ਮੈਗਾਵਾਟ ਬਿਜਲੀ ਦਾ ਟੀਚਾ ਤੱਕ ਲਿਜਾਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ 2000 ਮੈਗਾਵਾਟ ਦਾ ਟੀਚਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਲ 2017 ਤੱਕ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਪੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਲਾਏ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਨਮਾਨਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਹਿਮ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਪਾਇਆ ਤੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਥਾਪਿਤ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਪ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸੁਖਬੀਰ ਬਾਦਲ ਨੇ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੰਬੋਧਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਖਾਸ ਰਹੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ਕ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਜੋ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੀ ਐਸੀ ਸਮੱਸਿਆ ਫੇਸ ਨਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਪਵੇ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਖ-ਵੱਖ ਵਿਭਾਗਾਂ ਦੇ ਚੱਕਰ ਕੱਟਣੇ ਪੈਣ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਦਾਅਵਾ ਉਪ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਦੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਅਹਿਮ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਦਿਨੀ ਜੋ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਮੈਂਟ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਸ਼ਨ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਲਏ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸੂਬੇ ਦੀ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਅਗਾਂਹ ਵਧੂ ਹੁਲਾਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਤੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵੱਡੇ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ਕ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਰੁਖ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ।
ਗੋ ਸੋਲਰ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਮਿਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਉਪ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸੁਖਬੀਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਸੋਲਰ ਸੰਮੇਲਨ ਸੂਬੇ ਦੀ ਅਰਥ ਵਿਵਸਥਾ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੁਲਾਰਾ ਹੈ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਗੈਰ ਰਿਵਾਇਤੀ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਵੋਤਮ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਸਥਾਨ ਵਜੋਂ ਉੱਭਰ ਕੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਇਆ ਹੈ। ਉਪ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਸਮਿਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੋਲਦਿਆਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਸੋਲਰ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਪਾਸਿਓਂ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
Solar investment is one investment which is a win-win for everybody. A farmer is happy because his land is not acquired. He can lease it for 50,000 rupees. It's like a rental income permanent for him with an increase of 5% every year for 25 years. What better thing can he ask for? The state gains and the people of the state gain because of clean energy, and the investor gains because he's going to make a lot of money. And Punjab state, nobody could ever expect that Punjab will get into solar. Reason, because Punjab, every inch of land is prime land, agriculture land. Unlike other states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, even Gujarat, where for miles and miles you don't see any agriculture activity. That land is basically not producing anything, and for that region to get into this is a logical way. But the way we in our state went about it, and I must congratulate this team that they have been able to achieve the impossible and get together a policy combination of farmers, government and the investor together in one single platform, even involving the panchayats, which way I don't think so anywhere in this country something like this could happen, and especially at the speed at which the whole thing has been implemented.
ਉਪ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਹੋਰਨਾਂ ਸੂਬਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਹਰ ਪੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਧੀਆ ਸੂਬਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪਾਵਰ ਸਰਪਲਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸੜਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਜਾਲ ਹੈ।
Basic aim of a state is to be self-sufficient as well as in every, and to be the best in every area. I said whatever we have achieved in the last 8 years, this is on a lighter note I'm just saying, it's because of one or two newspapers. I give credit to them. Whatever we have achieved today. Because whatever they wrote about us and our government, God made sure it opposite happened. They wrote that we are a bankrupt state, and every month I used to see the revenues increasing drastically. They wrote that we are debt-trapped state. Suddenly I used to look at my calculations. Our debt to GDP ratio, which was 50% when we took over, has come down to 32%. They wrote we are the most badly governed state, and suddenly Government of India gives us the best governed state award. Today they wrote that all investors are run away. And I looked at the paper, I was so happy. I said something good is going to happen today.
They made a big half-page headline. All investors, everything. I knew today, and as I sat down, Popliji said, complete line of credit is open for you. You can set up as many pumps. The Joint Secretary said, we are coming, your policy is best. As much subsidy you want, we are ready to give. And I met the investors, they said, we are ready to pump in more. That's why I said 2,000 megawatts. Just before the last election, they had said that we have lost. So we won. So I'm just waiting for them to write that we are going to lose again. So at least it'll be lucky for me. This is on a lighter note. Anyway, shall I tell you something? Punjab actually is the best state in the country. I have traveled to the nook and corner of this country. And now I think all the investors here have invested in the remote corners of our state. Just look at the road network. Just look at the power situation. When we took over 8 years back, the power utility was in extremely bad shape. We were not being able to even pay salaries. And as the Joint Secretary just now said, that and we have been declared this year as the best power utility of the country, from what we were 15th or something. The Joint Secretary himself said that R is the only power utility in the country which is cash profit. We are the only, our rating is above B+, which I don't think so. Any utility, people don't even want to go to half the utilities of the country because they're not sure of the payment. We have the best distribution network of power. It is easy to produce power. It's very easy, okay, put up a plant. The more difficult is transmitting power from the power unit to the villages, to the thing. And I must compliment our chairman, electricity board is sitting here. We have spent a couple of 1,000 crores in the last 4-5 years to change the network system, and we have the best distribution network in the country. That is why you have no problem. You can put up a solar plant even at the border. I know people who have set up a solar plant in Jalalabad next to the Pakistan border. You can try this in Rajasthan. You won't be able to put up because they don't have the network. We in our state are a power surplus state now. We have to actually shut down our power plants, and we are now setting up a new organization within our power utility, which is going to be used in how to sell power on a regular basis. That is the situation from a deficit state to the surplus state we have reached in the last 8 years. In road network, I must tell you, within 1.5 years, you are all investors because you have invested in nook and corner of the state. Within 1.5 years, you can go to any part of the state. You'll be traveling in 4 to 6 lane expressways, any part of the state. From Jalalabad to Chandigarh. If today it takes you 6 hours, it'll take you 3 hours in 2 years from now. From Bathinda, most of the plants are Bathinda, Mansa. It takes 3.5-4 hours. You'll be coming in 2 hours. And the best road. There's no state in the country which will have or has the network or road system like us.
उन्होंने कहा कि पंजाब का मुढ़ला ढांचा भी बाकी सूबे दे नालों किते बेहतर है। इन्वेस्ट पंजाब जो मुहिम पंजाब ने शुरू की है, उप मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि यह मुहिम आज देश भर दे विच सराही जा रही है। इस सम्मेलन दे विच बोलदियां उप मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा कि निवेश दे लई सरकार दे दरवाजे सदा खुले ने ते निवेशकार कदे भी अपने सुझाव ते अपने तकलीफां उन्हां दे नाल सांझियां कर सकदे ने। उन्होंने कहा कि सूबे दे विच 100% बुनियादी सहूलतां दे लई सूबा सरकार वालों 10,000 करोड़ रुपए दे प्रोजेक्टां नूं मंजूरी दित्ती गई है, जिस विच 4,000 करोड़ रुपए पिंडां विच पीण वाले पानी अते कंक्रीट दीआं गलियां दी उसारी अते 6,000 करोड़ रुपए 150 छोटे शहरां दे विच खर्च कीते जाणगे।
ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਸੰਮੇਲਨ ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਦੇ ਪੱਖੋਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਿਸਾਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਈ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਕਈ ਨਵੇਂ ਐਲਾਨ ਹੋਏ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਦੇ ਐਫਰਟਸ ਦਾ ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਦਾ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਸੰਮੇਲਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ। ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਬਿਕਰਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਮਜੀਠੀਆ ਨੇ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਕਿਸਾਨ सोलर स्कीम लॉन्च करन जा रही है और उस दे विच किसानां नूं काफ़ी फायदा होएगा, चाहे ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਮੀਨ ਲੀਜ਼ ਤੇ ਲੈਣ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਸਥਾਪਿਤ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਸਥਾਪਿਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ।
Regarding solar power, we have a very ambitious plan. Our target is 2,000 megawatts by 2017, our state. We are doing a combination of a couple of things. Our new policy of making farmers entrepreneurs. Our target this year is 500 megawatts which will be allocated to farmers. Farmers means who has been owning or cultivating agricultural land in his name for last 5-7 years. We will be reserving 500 megawatts for them. So let those people also get into a new generation of become entrepreneurs. And this, I was talking to the Joint Secretary, and I was telling him that this policy, these people, especially the farmers, should be given a special incentive in financing, so that you are encouraging people from the villages to become entrepreneurs. And even if they start for half a megawatt, 1 megawatt, or 2 megawatt, 1.5 megawatt, it will be a good diversion plus another good source of income. Second, we are looking at, like I was talking to the Chief Secretary, we have banks. In Punjab has the best canal network in the country. On the banks of the canal, rather than on the canal, put it on the banks. And we have miles and miles of banks of the canal which can be used. That's a government available land which can be used.
ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ ਸਾਡੀ ਖਾਸ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਸ਼, ਇਸ ਉਮੀਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨਵਿਆਉਣਯੋਗ ਊਰਜਾ ਦੇ ਖੇਤਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਪਲਾਂਘਾਂ ਪੁੱਟੇਗਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਇਨਵੈਸਟਰਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ। ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਪੇਸ਼ਕਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੀ। PTC ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਤੇ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਿਲਸਿਲਾ ਜਾਰੀ ਰਹੇਗਾ।